So like many of you, I've had so many travel plans disrupted this summer, admittedly not as much as a lot of people have, but still right at this moment in time I should have been in the States, travelling around with the family in Washington DC and across to LA as well, but I'm not, and I'm sat here in this admittedly beautiful villa in the south of Portugal, but it ain't the USA, is it? Now, the nice folks over at Google have recognised that loads of people are having issues at the minute and aren't able to travel and see as much of the world as they would like, and they've basically offered me a few quid to come on here and talk to you all about Google Arts and Culture, which is what I'm going to be doing today. Being a cheap northerner like I am, I of course ripped their hand off, so today we're going to be taking a virtual tour of the thing that I should have been doing right about now and visiting the Stephen F. Udvar-Hazy Centre at the National Air and Space Museum in Washington DC. So while I sit here in this beautiful hot weather, let's also head over to the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum and take a look around. Now, Google Arts and Culture essentially is a website that Google have put together that allows you to visit tons of museums and art exhibits and things all around the world. It's really, really cool, and there's like street view walkarounds and all sorts of things, and you can get loads of details about all the things in all the exhibits in the museum and stuff without even leaving your own home. It's pretty cool, to be honest. So we're going to take a virtual tour today of the Stephen F. Udvar-Hazy Centre and have a look at some of the stuff that they've got going on there. So let's have a look at this then. And the first thing, wow, so we're dropped off here in front of, what is this? Looks like a Blackbird, but I got into trouble last time for calling it a Blackbird when it wasn't actually a Blackbird, but let's have a look. Because who knew that the SR-71, like, there's different, it isn't just the SR-71, you look at it and you think, oh, that's a Blackbird, but it isn't. There's like different models of it and stuff that they use for different things. What's it say on the little sign down here? Let's have a look. It is an SR-71 Blackbird. Yes, Noel. Good aircraft recognition skills there. And what is this thing here? This yellow thing? What is that? It's like some sort of toy stealth bomber but painted in bright yellow. It's a Northrop N1M. I've got to read some more about that. That's pretty cool. There is a German, what's that? Is that a, what is that? I can't remember what that's called now. The German kind of 3-engine jobby thing that they flew around. That's a Junkers Ju-52, very German. Very sort of World War II and Germanish. Wow, and right just here we've got a Boeing 707. Next to a bolus BA-100 baby albatross. Look at the size difference there, like the 707. Is that like the prototype? I think that's a prototype. When they first designed it, that's pretty cool. And I can see a Concord down here as well. I remember I saw one over in the Seattle, the Boeing Museum in Seattle. They've got a British Airways Concord that you can actually get on and have a walk around. I mean, we can't quite do that through Google Arts and Culture, but we can actually take a look at it from the outside. Crikey, and walk right underneath it. Air France, their old colours, all their old livery as well, should I say. There's another Cessna 152, yay! Cessna's getting very well represented here in the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum. And a Falcon, FedEx Falcon, crikey. Yeah, FedEx actually used to operate like private jets in a sort of all freighter configuration, which is pretty cool. Not quite as luxurious inside as Falcons usually are, but hey, got packages where they needed to be, I guess. You could literally just walk around this museum. This is so cool. You can just walk around the museum like you're actually there. It's very, very cool. It doesn't matter that I'm sat here in Portugal. I can be anywhere in the world. There's museums all over the world that have got this. Let's try going to a different aviation museum, shall we? We've done the Washington DC one. Let's head down to the Frontiers of Flight Museum in Dallas, Texas. Let's go and have a look at that. We can just search the museum. There it is, Frontiers of Flight Museum at Dallas Love Field. I've never been to this museum, just like the National Air and Space one, but hey, we can go to it in Google. It's very cool. Let's have a look down here. What have we got? What on earth is that? That's crazy. Can I just jump the other side of that? That is like, what? It's like a UFO. What's it called? It's a V173 flying pancake. I love pancakes. And this is a flying pancake, so it's the best of both worlds. But that is so cool. What on earth was that used for? The V173 flying pancake built as a proof of concept test aircraft. The flying pancake is a one-of-a-kind aircraft. First flown in 1942. But what did it do? It's a proof of concept test aircraft. Doesn't really say what it did, but that's pretty cool, isn't it? That is pretty cool. I like that. I'd fly on a flying pancake, would you? I'm certainly going to be making quite a lot of use of this, I think, going forward. Just have a look around different museums around the world. It's not just in the States either. They've got stuff everywhere. I mean, like you can go to Russia and go around museums in Russia. You can go to the Ukraine and look at some stuff there. Literally, you name it, and there is museums of that sort of thing all around the world. And also, like, loads of sort of places like of historical importance and stuff like that. You can just go and have a wander around in Google Arts and Culture. It's absolutely fantastic. So there you go, a virtual tour without even leaving your own home. How cool is that? Thanks so much to Google for introducing me to Google Arts and Culture. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll pop a link in the description down below. But in the meantime, as always, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.